Yoghurt Parfait is a beautiful light dessert. It's not heavy or overly sweet. And the hero is the yogurt. Can you whip up some cream for me?
Sure.
So you've already whisked up the egg whites, which was great. And we're gonna add those in last. For a yogurt parfait, you wanna use a good quality yogurt, guys. So I'm using this, it's one of my favorites. Beautiful flavor. They use a good quality Tassie milk. So you get a lovely flavor in that yogurt because there's very few ingredients going in this. So it really does hero the yogurt. I'm going in with some vanilla essence and then our honey. I almost feel like this is a Jack and Joe recipe, right?
Our job.
I've got honey, I've got yogurt, probiotics for your gut, your natural sweeteners, the berries for the antioxidants. I'm learning.
He's learning.
I'm learning. All right, we're just gonna mix this. I've got a lined parfait tray. I say parfait tin. It's essentially a bread tin, okay, or a cake or a loaf tin. I've just lined it with a little bit of Glad wrap, and then we're just gonna fill that with the parfait.
I'm thinking that's thick enough for the cream?
Definitely.
Okay,
So you
great.
can add that into this, please. Do you want a spoon?
Yep. And it's not too much cream, is it?
No, not at all. It's 4-to-1, you know, so it's in there just for a little bit more richness. That's it.
Love it.
So I'm gonna whisk that in just to get rid of any potential lumps. You can see the yogurt's taken on the color of that vanilla and honey as well, and you can smell it. Now, we're gonna fold in our egg whites, and then we're gonna put it into our parfait tin.
I haven't made thousands of parfaits in my time, but I've definitely tried to make them a little bit more on the healthier side of things. Not like this, so I'm very keen to see how all of this works.
How do you make
and
your
to give
parfait?
it at home. Well, mine is more of a yogurt and fruit and granola frozen cake.
That's fair.
Yeah, which goes down well. It's probably not as light by incorporating the egg whites in as you're doing, though.
That's probably going to be the only difference, Jack. We should have a little bit more lightness in this.
Yes.
But the key is when you freeze it, right, this should only really freeze for about 3 to 4 hours. If you leave it in overnight, it's fine, but then you're gonna have to leave it to really soften the day after.
Yes.
Otherwise, because of the amount of fat in there, it will freeze almost rock solid.
Yeah.
Very similar to an ice cream. You wanna freeze it for about 3 to 4 hours, and in between, mix it up, and it will stop forming any ice crystals in the middle as well, and you'll get a smoother, more consistent parfait through the center.
Yep, it's a great tip.
But we're gonna serve this with some beautiful fresh berries and some granola, and it's gonna be very yum and very healthy, but still packed with flavor. We're literally just gonna pour this in now. You can see how aerated that is from the egg whites.
It almost has a meringue consistency, doesn't it?
It's exactly what it is. You've basically made a meringue minus the sugar.
Yes.
There's not much sugar in this at all. You know, we're really counting on that honey for the sweetness. Just give it a couple of knocks. We're gonna pop it in the freezer.
Amazing.
3 to 4 hours. Gonna give it a stir every now and again until it sets. Coulis, Jack.
Yep.
Strawberries quarters, raspberries halves, and blueberries whole.
All right.
And there's no right or wrong, guys. Whatever you want. I'm just thinking about final shape and presentation. And then literally, I've just got a pan on medium heat now. We're gonna go straight in with our fruit. Yes, please, Jack.
Oh, wow.
I like the sizzle.
Really hard not to just eat that bowl of berries.
I know.
So good.
I've been nibbling. You want that initial bit of heat in your pan first before you add your sugar, okay? Because I almost want that smoke and sizzle just to give it a little bit more depth to your coulis. Sugar in. And then I'm gonna add the juice of half a lemon. But I'm also gonna add the zest. I'm just gonna zest straight into this. I'm just doing it ever so lightly because I just want the zest. I don't want any pith. That's what you want, that little bit of sediment on the bottom, because then as you add your lemon juice, you're almost gonna deglass your pan. And that's all flavor, guys. So the lemon juice in there now.
It becomes deliciously jammy very quick.
Very quick, yeah. You don't need to cook the coulis for long as well. This will probably take about 5 minutes or so. If you take it off that little bit early, the residual heat keeps it cooking.
Yeah, okay.
You don't want all the fruit to be completely broken down. You know, I've got a lot of recipes where the coulis you blitz and you pass and
Yes.
it's a nice smooth sauce. But this parfait, because it's beautiful white, I actually want the texture of the fruit in there as well, just to give it a little bit more interest on the plate. All right, our parfait is set and our coulis is made.
The coulis is the most magnificent colour from all of those berries.
You know what? It's one of the most old school things
Yeah.
you can make as a chef. But it's because it's so tasty.
Yes.
You know, and with something like this where you want that colour and you want that burst of flavour, it's amazing. So I'm just lifting this parfait out and then I'm just gonna chefy speed this. It's probably an easier way of doing this.
Looks pretty easy to me.
To you, Jack.
Said by the person watching, not doing.
All right, so we're gonna do the garnish now for this. So if
Yep.
you can pass me the granola and then chop up the pistachios, please. I'm just using a beautiful cow granola for this. You could use a normal granola, or you could just do it with pistachios if you wanted to, but I just love the contrast in flavour and textures you get with this.
There's a lot of different ingredients in this granola too, so it really does offer a lot of flavour and diversity in the ingredients.
Yeah, and it's just beautiful. Like when I tried it, I was
Yeah.
blown away by how good a quality it is.
Yeah.
We're gonna go on top with our pistachios. Beautiful pop of colour. And then we're just gonna add our coulis on the side, which you can just add spoonfuls on top.
How gorgeous.
And I wanna serve this warm. You can serve it cold, absolutely up to you. I just love the fact it's gonna melt into the parfait. You're gonna get that beautiful contrast of hot and super cold.
It really is a bit of a breakfast for dessert or dessert for breakfast kind of vibe, isn't it?
Do you know what? I absolutely love it. I love breakfast for dessert. Because I don't eat a lot of breakfast, but I love breakfast.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So I love...
Kind of not really. This is it, 100% got Jack's name written all over it.
Look at that.
Joy.
Beautiful, Jack.
Yum.
Look at that.
How gorgeous. Good times. That is just beautiful. It's light but creamy. I can really taste that delicate tartness of the Greek yogurt, which I adore. It has a beautiful contrast with the sweetness of the berries and the crunch factor.
The crunch
All the
factor.
elements.
It really is a simple, beautiful, delicious dessert which does yogurt justice.